Welcome back to another video. Appreciate everybody tuning in to watch. Today's video, I'm just going to be discussing some of the plans that I have for the red truck, and it involves a little bit of the Yukon, a big part of the Yukon. So today I just want to discuss the plans and also having a plan, having a goal, having writing things down. I work better when I write things down, when I have things in order as the way I want to go about it. So yeah, we'll be discussing that. The other thing that's going on is Old Faithful. My black truck is down. I drove it earlier this week to work, and it actually died on me on the way home from lunch, and it restarted. I was able to make it about a block away from the house, and I ended up having to push the truck the rest of the way home, which should have been easy, and it wasn't. Actually, my wife ended up coming to help me, and another guy that was nearby, he came to help push the truck home. So I haven't checked on it yet, but I'm hoping it's a simple fix. I'm thinking it's an ignition issue. So yeah, but besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what I've got going on. So I've got both the Yukon. I've got of course the red truck back here in my backyard. The plan for the red pickup is actually gonna be to pull this engine. It's a 5.7 350, and put it in the red truck. It's simple enough. And as far as budget wise, well, I mean, the only thing I'll have to spend is just, well, let me discuss a little bit about it. So this is a great running engine, and the only thing is that it leaks oil from the oil pan. So definitely, excuse me, definitely it would need a oil pan gasket and a few other things. I've got it written down on a spiral. I actually jotted down everything that I would need engine wise, driveline wise, brakes, everything for this pickup. I'm really looking forward to putting this truck together. This one, you know, the original motor is a 350 as well. The only difference is the transmission is a 4L80, and so yeah, I'll be pulling this motor, setting it aside. Transmission, I'll be pulling that out, and hopefully in future uploads I'll be able to rebuild the 4L80 that's in this truck. And yeah, so the Yukon, I hate to say I gotta steal the motor from this one, but I do have plans to put a 5.3 in this one. So I've actually got 5.3 right here. It's been sitting for a while. Yeah, it's filthy. I got this motor from a couple of years back. I had replaced the motor for an elderly woman that needed a motor. I was able to get I pulled this one. It came out of her truck. It actually was, I'm not sure, I hope it wasn't a head gasket. I mean a crack in the head, but basically the antifreeze started leaking into the oil. So hopefully it was just a head gasket. So yeah, if it's a head gasket, hopefully it'll be a simple fix. It is locked down, I guess you could say, but I'm hoping that I can free it up and I'll be able to rebuild this motor. And if I can, like I say, it'll be going into the Yukon, and I don't know if this engine works out for me. I would like to put a cam in it. Give it a little bit of a pep. little bit of pep and, you know, make it a little kind of a fast SUV, you know. Something I would like to do. It's a little bit further down in the year in my plans. So the main goal is just getting this truck going. And so let me go over what I wrote down, what I jotted down. So as I said, this 350 in the Yukon is a great running motor. You know, I drive the Yukon daily. It's what I take to work. I've taken it long distance as well, and it does great. What it really needs is actually a transmission. But since I won't be using the transmission out of the Yukon, it's really no big deal. Down the road, I'll probably rebuild this transmission as well. But like I say, this is a great running motor. Just needs oil pan gasket, valve cover gaskets. I'm gonna end up doing a tune-up on it as well, involving, you know, spark plugs, spark plug wires, distributor cap, the rotor, and definitely a new belt. And once it goes into the red pickup, of course, I'm gonna do my best to get all the AC components replaced, the heat, whatever it needs. So right here, honestly, I barely wrote this down today, and it's, you know, it just lists. You know, I've got listed here engine, transmission, you know, your basic drive line and rear end, and then I've also got suspension and brakes right here, AC and heat. I got exhaust. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the exhaust, but I wrote this down because, you know, these are things, if I don't write it down when I get to them, I might miss a few things. So the plan for as I've got it listed right here, the plan is for the motor, I've got oil pan gasket, valve cover gasket, fluids, oil, antifreeze, spark plugs, just like what I was stating a minute ago. And see, one of the things that I missed is a water pump. Maybe it doesn't need it, but while the motor's out, it's best to replace it anyway for good measure. Definitely I'll have to replace, you know, air filter, fuel filter, definitely the fuel pump, clean the fuel tank in the red truck. Like I said, I've stated in the videos past, this truck sat for about 10 years. So, I mean, I'm gonna find probably a lot of gunk in that fuel tank. I'm not even gonna try to mess with that old fuel pump. It's just best to clean it and replace the pump, get everything new, clean, you know. So that'll be the motor. As far as the transmission, I've got, you know, rebuild kit that I want to do, new torque converter, transmission fluid and filter, the rear seal, and even a trans cooler. It's just, you know, like I've stated in the past videos, this truck is I really want to take it on some camping trips and just, you know, make some memories in this truck with my family. And I need it to be reliable. So in every area that I can get things new, or you know, get them new, get clean, get the, you know, the fuel tank, get it clean, just check and inspect everything. I've also got here for the driveline, the rear end, new U-joints, rear axle seals, the gear oil. I went through and just listed everything I could with the suspension and brakes. Like I said, AC and heat. So this is mainly functionality, you know, just getting everything in order. This is gonna take some time, and I'm gonna try to stay on top of this and just mark out everything that I get, everything that I take care of, mark it out as I go. And you know, that'll cover the drivetrain, driveline, everything, the drivability of the truck, you know. Paint wise, I mean, it's gonna be down the road, maybe another year. But yeah, so, you know, for anybody out there that's maybe doing this for the first time, it's real important to have a plan, to have a goal that you want to meet, and everybody's different. Some people can keep all their plans and everything in their head. I've got to write things down. It works better for me to write things down, have a list of the parts that I need, the order that I want to do the work. And so I forgot to mention, you've got to have a name for your project. Gotta have a name. I'm pretty sure y'all probably spotted the name a minute ago as I was showing the list, but I'll show it again. So I titled my project Big Red. I think it's fitting. It might change. My wife had mentioned Clifford the big red dog. But in all seriousness, if y'all are interested in this project that I'm doing, maybe you have a similar project, consider subscribing, hitting that like button. I'll be doing more videos on this truck. It's kind of cold. On the warm days, I'll try to get out here. It's about 50 today. A little bit of wind. But yeah, I'll probably end up pulling the motor. The transmission will be the first thing that I work on. I'll get that rebuilt. And I'm hoping I can do like a two-part video on the transmission if anybody's interested in rebuilding transmissions. And after that, probably I'll be working back here, taking care of I'll remove the bed, replace the fuel pump, work on the rear brakes, the rear end, get the fluid changed. All right, so there's definitely a lot that goes into a project, and I hope this helps you out, to write down what it is that your expectations for the project are, writing down every part that you would need, having categories like engine, transmission, driveline, brakes, and depending on your budget, even do interior. You want to get things done on the interior, get things done on the body work, maybe upgrade your lighting. I mean, it's really endless if you really start from beginning to end. But yeah, just have a goal, something that an end product that you want your project to look like, and just go with it, So yeah, I hope this helps somebody, some of y'all out there. It's a new year, 2021, and yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and once again, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and hit that like button, and I'll see y'all on the next one.